Hello, I'm Maia Orჯonikidzė, an artist and publicist from Georgia. Everyone knows what a difficult situation my country found itself in because of the actions of the informal ruler of Georgia, Bidzina Ivanishvili, and his Georgian Dream Party. It is well known that Ivanishvili is a puppet of Vladimir Putin, and he has been ruling Georgia in the same style for 13 years as Putin. This became especially noticeable after the Russian oligarch passed the so-called law of foreign agents, completely copied from the same Russian law. Last year, Ivanishvili rigged the results of the parliamentary elections, usurped the power, and after that, he began to brutally crack down on the Georgian people who had taken to the streets. More than 500 people were brutally beaten and tortured. Up to 60 demonstrators were thrown into prison, to whom the court, fully controlled by the regime, awarded long terms of imprisonment. The main political prisoner in our country is the third president of Georgia, Mikhail Saakashvili, whom Ivanishvili's Putin's regime has thrown into prison in the fall of 2021. In prison, Mikhail Saakashvili was repeatedly subjected to physical and mental violence, as well as action that humiliate human dignity and rights. With his actions, Ivanishvili deliberately closed the doors of the integration of my country into the European Union for Georgia, practically isolated it from the civilized world. The European Union has long passed several resolutions calling on the Ivanishvili regime to release Mikhail Saakashvili from prison. But all the way pro-Putin regime is deaf for such a calls, as well as Putin, because he understands only the language of power, the language actions. That is why, on behalf of my people, oppressed by the Ivanishvili regime, I urge you to impose personal point sanctions against the Russian oligarch Bidzina Ivanishvili, his closest relatives, and his key environment in the near future. The Georgian people continue to fight, but we urgently need your help in deeds and not just in words. Ivanishvili and his puppet, illegitimate regime should feel on himself what personal sanctions mean for them. They simply do not believe that the European Union is really capable of actions that will bring them discomfort. Personal, financial, and visa sanctions for Ivanishvili and his entourage were long late. Freedom, Mikhail Saakashvili, and all political prisoners. Freedom of Georgia and its people. Thank you so much.